an atheist and I would really like someone to help me understand something. So a friend of mine has a child that goes to a Christian school and they're having their end of the year stuff. And in the background of one of the pictures, there's a child-made sign that says Romans 3:23. So I look up Romans 3:23, which says, "For all have sinned and will fall short of the glory of God." And I am inherently confused because what that passage is telling me is that no matter how good of a human being you are, unless God offers you salvation, you will never be good enough. So you're telling me that a deity created a species that is specifically flawed so that the deity can then be benevolent and give that species salvation? Like a vanity project?
This is a perfect example of one of the biggest problems we have with how people approach scripture today. They read one verse, completely remove context, and then build their entire worldview around the misunderstanding. That verse isn't saying God hates good people. It's saying that none of us are morally perfect before a holy God. There is a difference. And this silly idea of, so God created flawed people just so he could save them. No, that's not what the Bible teaches us. God created humanity good. That is literally what Genesis says. Sin entered through rebellion, through disobedience, through man rejecting God. So right away, her argument collapses because she's blaming God for the very rebellion that humanity chose. And this is another huge problem because people read one verse without reading the chapter, without reading the context, without reading the argument being made. Then they have the audacity to act like they understand scripture better than Christians who actually study the Bible. Romans 3 is not about God creating worthless people. It's about showing that everyone needs grace. Everyone, the rich, the poor, the religious, the atheist, the kind person, and the terrible person, all have sinned. But what if someone is really kind and really good? Good according to who? Good according to culture? Good according to opinion? Or is it good according to personal standards? Because the problem is, people compare themselves to other sinners instead of to the holiness of God. And the thing is, people like her are the ones who constantly accuse Christians of being closed-minded while building their entire understanding of God on one isolated verse that they didn't even give the time to understand or study. The gospel is God stepping into the mess that we created and making a way to save sinners through Christ. This is the red letters. Christ is King.